All right, good afternoon. Welcome to TV47's News Now. We have lots lined up for you in regards to news. Here are the highlights. Top on news. The three-judge panel consisting of Fred Mugambi, Eric Ogola and Anthony Mrima declines to step down from hearing the impeachment case brought by ousted Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. And the High Court has issued conservatory orders to halt the implementation of projects related to the Adani Ketraco agreement recently announced by Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi. Hundreds of job seekers gather at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, and Kabete National Polytechnic for interviews for positions in Qatar, following an announcement from the Ministry of Labor. Welcome, and TV47's News Now begins right away. My name is Linda Alela. We go straight to it, where Kenyans continue to share their opinions on the bill proposing to extend the presidential, gubernatorial and senatorial as well as parliamentary terms from 5 to 7 years. They have urged the Senate to ensure that full public participation in the process is on rather than making decisions solely within Parliament. And of course, a group of leaders and stakeholders have also highlighted that the country faces critical concerns that require immediate attention, including improving university funding, enhancing the healthcare sector, as well as addressing the Adani scandal.
Bunge la Wananchi, Bunge la Wananchi, Bunge la of trade unions against this condemned practice by the disingenuous Secretary General of Kotu, Francis Atwoli, that is currently implementing against unions whose primary objective is to siphon funds from individual unions into his private account.
Tumeamua to support Senate venye walimalizana na Gachagua, wamalizane na hii bill kwa sababu the biggest office in our country Kenya ni presidency. So I wonder why Secretary General wa Kotu anafaa kukaa kwa ofisi for more than 20 years na hakuna mwenye anaiona. So sisi tunasema hivi, tuna support hiyo bill 2 terms kila ofisi yoyote. Mradi tu hiyo ofisi inaangazia mambo ya Wakenya wa kawaida.
Hatutakubali bwana Atwoli, tumekubali sana na tuvumilia miaka 20.
And now, High Court judges overseeing the impeachment case against ousted Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua have dismissed calls to withdraw from the case amid allegations of conflict of interest. The three-judge panel, consisting of Justices Eric Ogola, Anthony Mrima and Fred Mugambi, have rejected requests from Gachagua's lawyers to recuse themselves. Instead, the judges have instructed Gachagua's legal team, along with those representing Parliament and other interested parties, to submit amended petitions in preparation for the continuation of the case that is next week.
Having rendered ourselves above, we now wish to restate that given the public interest in this matter and the need for expedition, coupled with the urge to balance the interests of all parties, we shall also give further directions on the way forward. Consequently, the following orders do hereby issue. 1. The applications for recusals are hereby disallowed. 2. The petitioners are hereby granted leave to file and serve amended petitions, if need be, within 5 days of this order. The respondents likewise are granted leave to file and serve amended responses if need be within 5 days of service in B above. D. In view of the nature of the pending applications for conservatory orders and those seeking to discharge, review, and set aside the conservatory orders in cohort 2 petitions, we hereby direct as follows. The applications seeking to discharge, review, and set aside the conservatory orders shall be deemed as responses to the applications for conservatory orders. Parties are at liberty to file and serve any responses and or further responses to either of the applications together with skeleton submissions within 2 days of this order. The said applications in one above are hereby fixed for hearing on 29th of October 2024 at 10 a.m. in this court. Leave to appeal is hereby granted, typed proceedings and certified copies of this ruling to be availed to parties at cost or as the case may be.
All right, and now Nairobi Court has issued conservatory orders preventing the government from implementing any agreements made between the Kenya Electricity Transmission Company Limited, KETRACO, and Adani. Adani had entered into a 96 billion Kenya shillings deal with KETRACO, which would then allow the Indian conglomerate to operate 4 electricity transmission lines and 2 substations in Kenya for 30 years before returning them to the country. The court has ruled that pending, of course, an inter-parties hearing and a determination of the application dated 23rd 10, that is 2024, conservatory order has been issued suspending any project agreement between the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th respondents with regard to development of transmission lines, substations or any other electrical power infrastructure. Pending the hearing of the case before the court, concerned parties will now enter into any new agreement or furthering any existing agreement concerning the second respondent or any of its related companies and entities with regard to development of transmission lines, substations or any other electrical power infrastructure. And some more, or a bit of education. Embu County is fully prepared for the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment, KPSEA, set to begin on Monday, October the 28th. The County Director of Education, Kosgei Kiproto, announced that all examination materials have been delivered and securely stored in 10 containers. A total of about 12,843 students will sit for the exam at 489 centers with strong security provided by the police. The director has equally urged neighboring drivers and churches to minimize noise to create a conducive environment for the students. Meanwhile, a total of 14,520 students are completing the KCSE examination that started on October the 21st.
We are going to have 489 examination centers. That is both public and private examination assessment centers. These include 384 public assessment centers and 105 private assessment centers. Our candidature, we have 6,567 boys who are going to do KPSEA and 6,273, totaling to 12,843 who are going to do KPSEA assessment distributed among the assessment centers that I've talked about in Embu County. We have actually received assessment materials for KIPSEA, and they are distributed in the 10 containers. So the county has 10 containers. This is where our assessments have been stored. For security, we have made arrangements on how the assessment materials for KIPSEA will be distributed in the 10 assessment centers and escorted to the assessment centers, that is assessment schools.
Now, a shipment of bang worth 3.5 million Kenya shillings has been seized at Athi River in the Mavoko sub-county, and one person aged 44 has been arrested in connection with the shipment. Officers received information from the community and arrived at a luxurious house where the cargo was found. The cannabis was packed and wrapped in different quantities awaiting distribution, and Machakos County Commissioner Josephine Ouko stated that preliminary investigations indicate that the cannabis originated from a neighboring country and was seized after being smuggled through an unprotected border. Ouko warned that criminals will then face severe consequences, especially with the increasing use of cannabis among the youth. This comes just one day after the seizure of cannabis valued over 6 million Kenyan shillings.
Our officers from Athi River intercepted this bangi. It was put in an unfinished building in one of the estates within Athi River. And yesterday, you remember, we had netted sativa cannabis worth 6.9 million. Today again, yesterday in the evening, we have netted sativa cannabis again here in Athi River worth 3.5 million. And this was occasioned by a tip-off from wananchi who are concerned and who have said zero tolerance to this menace of bangi. The people of Machakos have said no, it is too much. So we are partnering with members of the community, and they're helping us with intelligence, and that is where we have been able to nab this very fast. It is unfortunate that people are already fed up. It is unfortunate that these traders, they've become emboldened. And as you can see, hata wanaleta different classes of bang here. What I'm holding here, ninaambiwa hii ni bangi ya wadosi. Hii unaona hii ni bangi ya wadosi. Behind me here, iko ile inakaa kama kifagio. Hiyo ndio the poor people. Wale watu hawana pesa. Na hiyo ingine inafuatia hapo chini, nasikia ni ya middle class. Kumbe hii bangi iko na classes. So it is something that has caused a lot of havoc within our society.
All right, leadership disputes in the Mwingi Nat branch have intensified as Executive Secretary Mike Mbutu, elected last year, forcibly proclaimed his office after being barred from over a year. Now, Mbutu argues that he is legally elected official or the legally elected official, and criticized the lack of annual general meetings from the teachers or for the teachers. He claims that the current acting Executive Secretary, Fred Ukaka, is ineligible for the position, having retired 3 years ago. The confrontation is expected to lead to a significant court battle to determine the rightful office holder.
Don't even change this. Currently, we have 3 years without a GM in this branch. And because they are aware that whenever they call the AGM, the teachers will bring me back, they are scared of that. They're saying they can't come to me. This issue, teachers will deliberate. Whether they come or not, we are going to organize for an AGM. It is our right, and nobody can deny us our right to organize for an AGM. Because whoever is purporting to be our secretary is an imposter. He was elected as the Assistant Executive Secretary, retired last year from Teacher Service Commission. The law covers those that were elected through suffrage into the seat, and he didn't contest for the Executive Secretary seat. Therefore, he should be at home as we speak. We need teachers who are in the service, who are not retired.
Police officers from Limuru Sub-County Police Headquarters have arrested a security guard who is highly suspected to have assisted criminals who were eyeing to steal 4 trucks in a deal that was thwarted by a boda rider who alerted police officers. Kamiridi Juakali chairperson Peter Ndungu said that the criminals had enough time in the garage where they are suspected that the deal was well crafted by insiders. And now Veronica Wanjiku said that the response of police officers was very adequate. She urged police officers to conduct more patrols at night to thwart any plans by criminals in their area. Confirming the incident by phone, Limuru Sub-County Police Commander, that is Mary Gashi, said that they are pursuing other criminals with the assistance of the arrested security guard.
Kulikuwa waizi wameingia kwa garage, lakini tunafikiria ni kazi ambao inahusiana na watu ambao wameajiriwa huko, hasa askari ambaye alikuwa huko. Maana magari ambayo yametolewa ni kazi ambayo imefanyiwa zaidi ya masaa 4 ama 5. Inaonekana hii watu waliingia kitu kama saa 3 na hii kitu mpaka saa 9. Maana watu wako na ujuzi, wameweza kufungua hii magari na kimtu anajua mahali kuna kata ya hiyo gari trucker, na wanaweza kutoa zile ambazo zilikuwa zina mafuta, wakatoa kwa zile zingine, wakajaza hizo magari mafuta. Pia walikuwa na madriver, sababu hata kuna gari moja wamesukuma, inaona tunahisi walikuwa ni kama watu 4, maana zilikuwa ni gari 4 zile mpya kabisa, sababu zile mzee walikuwa shughuliki naye, hizo walikuwa wanazitoa mafuta. Dhamani ya hii magari ni zaidi ya milioni 16, 16 to 17 million hapo.
Response ya polisi ilikuwa mzuri sana, juu walikuja on time na wametusaidia sana. Tunawashukuru.
Peter Kariki Mboro, na tulipokuja tumekuta ya kwamba hii lori kwa nyuma yangu KCV tulikuta imetolewa pale na kuaga ikasukumwa ikaja ikafikishwa hapa. Tukakuta hizi nazo gari zingine hizi FRR hizi new model nazo zimeharibiwa locks za milango na zimeharibiwa locks za steering. Walikuwa hata kuiba hizi gari zikuwa gari 4, na kama wangemanage kuenda na hizi gari wangepeleka wenye hizi gari hasara ya milioni 17.
Jubilee Health Insurance, in collaboration with Diamond Trust Bank at DTB, has today unveiled a revolutionary digital payment solution that aims to transform how health insurance premiums are paid. And the first of its kind solution in the healthcare industry offers a flexible installment payment option, making healthcare more accessible and affordable for a broader segment of the population. Paying insurance premiums upfront once a year can be affordable for many Kenyans, and this solution allows customers to pay in flexible installments, lipa polepole as they would call it, offering them the freedom to select the number of payments that suit their budget.
And see what it forms.
We are here today to celebrate a groundbreaking initiative for the health insurance market in Kenya, a first-of-a-kind digital insurance installment payment plan with our partner DTB. And the big thing about this is that insurance premium financing is a mainstay for most customers in terms of the fact that they are able to do it, but they typically do need paper. They need to go through quite a number of processes and wait a couple of days just to be able to pay through installments. What we've launched here today is a first-of-a-kind digital lipa polepole initiative where, as a customer is purchasing the product, they can select various options. So aside from mobile money and be able to pay by card, they can now choose to pay through installments, where they will select the number of installments they're able to pay for their policy for. And why does this matter for us? Is because the issue with healthcare, and the biggest barrier to healthcare, is the issue of affordability. Most people are on a monthly basis, but typically we charge insurance premium on an annual basis.
We're here to launch a product that is the first of a kind in this country, and the product is basically providing insurance premium finance to J-Care Health of Jubilee Insurance. Basically what it will allow people is to buy insurance premium and pay at their leisure. But at least this will transform the lives of people. They will be insured, they will have health care, the families will be taken care of, and really it will not just transform, but I would say it will touch the lives of the people of Kenya.
Kisii County tea farmers have urged managers in the tea sector to swiftly address with bonus, that is payment, and other concerns in an effort to successfully rejuvenate the industry. During a public hearing held by a National Assembly Committee for Agriculture at Kiamoka Ward, hundreds of agitated farmers stated that the payment of bonuses at a rate of about 24 shillings was discriminatory, given that certain regions of the country received theirs at a rate exceeding 60 shillings. However, the moderator and senator of Kisii County, Richard Onyonka, stated that the Agriculture Committee is working to standardize tea quality for both private and commercial owners so that all farmers then would benefit equally.
Nikiwasikia kuna haki, kuna wengine watapata 60, wengine watapata 20. Hiyo ni haki kweli? Kwa hivyo tukitoka hapa, mimi nataka kuomba directors. Kuna maneno ambao farmers wakulima hawa niliwaambia tukianza nyinyi ndio wadosi. Na nyinyi mko na macho mnaona. So pahali pesa inapotea ya mkulima, let us try to save as much as possible.
Bonus ambayo ilikuja, there are so many external forces which made our bonus to go down. Even in the east of the lift, mahali Chega ametoka, bonus yao ilienda chini. Kwa hivyo hata sisi tulisukuma chini because of external forces ambao tutakuja tuwaite mkutano vile mko hapa tuwaambie why.
We must get rid of choosing directors on client basis. We have elected some of the directors who are incompetent, doesn't know what to do.
Young educationists from Nyandarua County have urged parents to take excellent care of their children over this long holiday to protect them from hazardous activities and vices in society. Speaking during a mentorship program at Morisho Primary School, the treasurer of the Nyandarua County Tertiary Students Association, Grace Minor, has stated that there is a need for the community to be enlightened on the dangers that children might face during such holidays if neglected. On her part, our parent from the area, Mrs. Lucy Wanjiru, has called upon everyone in the society to work together to avoid child abuse.
Wazazi watoto wakifunga shule, tuwaride, tuwaonyeshe njia nzuri kwa masomo kwa kila aina yoyote.
Haswa kuna programs nyingi ambazo wanaweza kuingia shuleni. Kama sisi sasa tumepanga michezo mingi, tutakuwa tukipanga programs za maadili, huenda mara 2 kwa mwezi, tunawaleta pamoja, wanasoma na wanakuwa akili zao zinaanza kubadilika. Kumbe naweza kufanya hivi kwa muda huu ambao si yuko shuleni, naweza kubadili akili yangu na nikawa mtu wa maana.
Kila mtu mahali yako, pia wanafunzi wakienda nyumbani tunawasihi pia waweze kuangaliwa, waweze kusaidiwa, waweze, ili kizeo ni kubwa sana, ni ndefu sana. Pia tunaomba tu wazazi pia na walimu pia waweze kusaidia wanafunzi waweze kupata mahali watakuwa wanapata masomo.
All right, a section of residents from Bomet County that live near the government affordable housing project, especially students from Bomet University, have raised concerns over environment pollution following an accumulation of waste over a long time in the area. And according to a resident from the area, John Langat, the accumulation of the waste is as a result of conflict between the county government and a police station. As of now, the residents have called upon President William Ruto to mediate the conflict so that they live in a conducive environment, as well as protect livestock that search for food in the waste.
Wale ambao wameathirika sana kwanza hata ni hii shule ya St. Michael Secondary School, hapo pembeni kuna university na hapa makazi ya watu. Alafu saiti isitoshe hii nyumba tena ya housing itakuwaje? Sijui wakati watu wanapoishi hapa, kwa sababu ndio wameshafanikisha kumalizika, itakuwaje tena wakiishi hapa alafu na ufundo na magonjwa.
The garbage which is exposing the students to many health problems. You can see those who are living around are at a very high risk of attracting certain diseases like cholera.
na hii taka ikiwa hapa iwezi vutia hata mtu mwenye ambaye atakuja hapa karibu. So atuondolee hii taka ambayo iko hapa karibu, na sisi ambao tumeishi hapa karibu, hii taka inatoa harufu mbaya ambayo ni mbaya kwa mazingira na kwa afya yetu.
We get sporty. Over 50 golfers are participating in the 2 days Kiambu Golf Club Lady Captain Prize Cup, and that the tournament has attracted golfers such as Joyce Wanjiru, who is confident that she will win this tournament since she's at her home club. Today's golf tournament is being played in a greensome or format whereby 2 golfers will play with 1 ball. This tournament was organized by Kiambu Golf Club Ladies Captain Susan Wanja.
The tournament is called Lady Captain's Prize 2024. It is an event that comes at the end of every year to mark the end of your captaincy. And then I have quite a number of sponsors whom I approached to come and support us. The main reason to get sponsors is to facilitate for maybe the big event, dinner, prizes. They're also supposed to buy prizes, and among them we have Simba Corporation, which is an umbrella covering Mitsubishi Motors. The tournament is good. We started at 6:30. That is when the first tee off took off, and then we are doing a greensome. Greensome is whereby you play 1 ball, 2 people. So we have a 4 ball but 2 balls. Today is a curtain raiser for the big event tomorrow. Today we also are launching our steam bath. It's something that you want to pride in when you're leaving the office of a Lady Captain. So since January we have been planning, we have executed it. Now it's done and functional. So this is a very big tournament for a Lady Captain. Today I'm playing with a partner. I'm not playing my own game. I'm playing with my partner Lydia Maina, the Vice Lady.